To can I play the jukebox? Can, no. Can
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line. You ought to meet Joe's buddy.
Let's get out of here. Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Sam is taking me to concert.
He thinks he's
Damn
a
it.
little bit of gangster.
Where's my car?
You can drive.
KTI Radio.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Coleman.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
Oh god. Comical. Become a rivalry between the two of them. Very good. I'm rust alcoholic. Yeah. The Henri residence. Can't like raid the garden anymore, no?
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Alright,
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in? Think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster. Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive. Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand. Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors. Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Incidental.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Guys, the rest of the house.
Maybe. No.
Anything else?
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Nothing significant.
Or she like in there.
Regular Amelia Earhart for a day. The ring looks distinctive.
It's got a signet ring.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Mrs.?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God.
Like that, then.
I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Right. Well, doors are all locked. No? The harness isn't. And
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Okay, let's see. Setting the destination. Let me in.
You're behind the wheel. Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
Actually,
For my money, the broad keeps the house looking
to
like
be honest, I
that,
don't actually know what's going on here. Because I've not played it for a while, I don't actually remember what's going on.
Fine by me.
I'll work
So
it
ain't
out.
the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned,
You
it's
tell
still
him,
is.
Cole. Cole's pissed off. He's quite pissed off. Jacob Henry's apartment.
Okay, Phelps, we go
Follow
hard.
my
Follow
lead.
my lead.
Stop ring away. Go kick the door down. Fuck, in my guns.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD.
What?
You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he might not have done it. Just gonna accuse the guy, splitting out, pointing guns at him. Only in America.
Slide us in.
In the bin? Hang? Up there? Oh.
You
Chinera.
think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas. He'll be back any moment.
Thanks for the offer, I need you to do something about my wife.
There is. What to do about the old lady?
Okay.
Not sure this means much.
What might ran those doors? Alcoholic illness,
Connected.
alcoholism, illness.
I doubt it.
Okay.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
We get the impression that Celine liked to live the glamorous life. How did she end up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But When she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could
Sounds
do.
a bit genuine.
I'm not ashamed about that.
Ah, got a rum then, I take it.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night, I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Looks like it's hiding something.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
You went to her house, you fought, you beat her, she left, and then you followed her.
I left first. She tried to batter me with a frying pan. I had to slap her down.
Understandable.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
Did a neighbor see you? Did you talk to anyone? You need an alibi, Jacob.
I don't have one. I was here. I listened to Amos and Andy on the radio, and then I went to bed.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all
You can't hit
gooey
your-
over remorse, Jacob.
You're awful hot under the collar for an innocent man, Mr.
What's this bunker?
Boom! He's punched.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Rawr, rawr. What fight you again? Caught me off guard and you may give a couple of punches. I forgot what the controls are. Right, call dispatch.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective.
Any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. In regards to the Celine Henry homicide, the owner of the Turkey Bowl restaurant at 1535 West 3rd Street says the victim was at his restaurant last night.
New place to
Turkey
go.
Bowl restaurant. We'll check it out.
You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Okay.
Thanks, Doc.
Okay, place continues. We're now looking for the turkey ball.
You can drive.